Okay, this will be a quick overview of guitar tablature. If you're familiar with it, just go ahead and skip this section, fast forward or whatever you want to do, and go on to the riffs. Putting it in here just in case you're not familiar, it'll help you with the tabs that I'm providing in the riff tutorials. So you can read through this in guitar tablature. A 6-line staff is used to represent the guitar fingerboard. The top line represents the first string. That's the highest sounding string and the thinnest string on your guitar. The bottom line represents the 6th string, the lowest sounding string, or the low E. A number placed on a line, which of course is a string, indicates that you play the note on that string and on the fret determined by the number. You read the tab from left to right. Okay, everything's read from left to right. If you see a number 0 on a string, that means you play the string open. No fingering on that particular string. If 2 or more numbers are vertically aligned, that means you play those notes together. Okay, so it could be just a quick strum. It could be 2 notes, or it could be several notes. It could represent a chord. Okay, so I have an example here of what the general tab looks like. Okay, so the top one represents a high E, little e. And from your view, when you're viewing the video from your perspective, the first string is the high E, and the bottom one is the low E. Okay, so the strings number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, from thinnest to thickest. And so I have some numbers here, and this is the way you'll see it. So you notice in the first few, there's no numbers aligned vertically. So this is pretty much going to go note for note. Okay, so you see the 0 there, 0. So again, that's on the 6th string. So that means you play the 6th string open twice. And then you put a finger on the 4th fret of that 6th string, play it twice. Okay, and then you go to the A string or the 5th string, and on the 2nd fret you hit that twice. And then on that same 5th string, you hit it on the 4th fret, it's twice. And then on the 5th fret, it's twice. And then 4th fret, twice on that same string. 2nd fret, that same string, you strum it or hit that note twice. Okay, so those are pretty much single notes. And then the last numbers over here, you can see those are vertically aligned. So as in this particular case, once you finish these and you get to this last part here, that means you would hit the 6th string open, and then on the 5th string you'd have a finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string you'd have a finger on that position on that 2nd fret, and then on the 1st fret of the 3rd, and then the 2nd and the 1st string are open. So you would simply strum all of those together. And all you're doing there is really just playing an E chord, major E. Okay. So you can read through this. Basically what I have here is what I just said orally. So let's just go through it so you can pause it, read it on your own. I do want to point out that this is just the basic, the basic stuff, okay? Nothing complicated dealing with bends or pull-offs, slides, and so forth. There's a lot of stuff online that you can go to if you want to go into more detail, but this is just the basic stuff for tabs. Okay. So like I said, if you already understand this, you can go ahead and go to the, or speed, go fast forward or whatever you want to do, and go to the riff tutorials. Welcome to another video. Guitar tutorial. I've got 3 riffs I want to show you today. Hopefully they'll be close to the original. I will give you some close-ups, and I will have the tabs. And keep in mind that some of those tabs are just repeated, so won't necessarily have the whole thing. But sometimes if it's repeated, just you do the same thing again. Okay. The first one I want to go over is "We Belong Together" by Richie Valens. It's in the key of F major. And let me play it. It goes something like this. Again, play a little bit slower and look at the close-up, and then also have the tab there for you. And remember, you can pause the video to get a better look at the tab, just in case it's not on the screen long enough for you. Just pause the video and see if you can figure it out. But it starts off on the first fret of the second string, kind of like a hammer-on, from the second fret to the third fret on that same B string or second string. And then you hit that note again on the third fret of the second. Okay. Okay. So a lot of the notes are right on the F chord. Okay. So again. Okay. Try it again. Okay. Just the F chord. I'll leave the tab there for a little bit for you to look at, pause the video and practice it, and then we'll go on to the next one. Okay, the next riff I want to go over with you is Birthday, and I'm looking at the Beatles version of it. So let me just play through it one time, and then we'll go in detail. Something like this. Oops. So again, I use the F chord to start off with on We Belong Together. If I move this, again, this F chord, which is again, if I bar the first two strings on the first fret, and then my second finger on the second fret of the third string, and my third finger on the fourth fret, or third fret of the fourth string, that's an F. Okay, of course there's a bar chord for F. But you can move this chord along the fretboard here and get different chords. So if I move it to this position here, obviously I go 1, that's F sharp, or G flat. If I move it there, okay, that's G, the root note right here, on the 5th fret, 3rd string, fourth string, that's the G note, so that's G. If I move it here, to the 5th fret, the root note over here on the 7th fret, of the 4th string, that's A. So this is an A chord. Move it all the way to the 10th, same fingering. That's a D, D major. And then move it to the 12th. That's an E chord. Okay, you can play it over here, open position. It's the same thing. Okay, so it goes something like this. So again, I hit that A note here on the 7th fret of the 4th string twice. And then I just go to the 3rd and 2nd string. So, and here it's a bend on the 7th fret of the 2nd string. And then release. So you go into the next note and then you're releasing back. Okay, and then to the A note here on the 7th fret of the 4th string. So again, we have a close-up of it. tab that I have provided is only for this position. Okay, so learn this. And then basically you play the same thing again when you go down here to the D chord and the 10th fret. It's the same thing again. Back up, or down, and then up over here to the 12th fret. Okay, so that's the way it goes basically throughout the song. Of course there's the singing, and then throughout you hear that little riff. And again, it's the A, the D, and the E major chord. So again, the tab that I have is only for the A position, but you just repeat it down here and over here. Okay, on the 10th and the 12th fret. So again, one last time here. Okay, that's it. So again, get a better look at the tab, just in case I didn't leave it there long enough. Just pause the video and then check it out. And then the last one that I want to look at with you is one that was made famous by Ray Charles called What I'd Say. And I like the version done by Eddie Cochran. He played the same riff that Ray Charles played in the piano. He played it on the guitar. So let me play the riff. Again, try to get close to what it was on the guitar, but it goes something like this. Okay. Now this one again, I included the whole riff, but keep in mind that it gets repeated. And it's kind of long, so the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to go through it, post the tab for you, and then just leave it there for you to look at. Like I said, to get a good view of it, it's going to cover the whole screen. Otherwise, it gets too small. You might not be able to read it. Okay. So again, a little bit slow. Here goes again. I'll have some close-ups, but again. So again, here I'm just on the 6th, 5th, and 4th string. Open E, and then finger on the 2nd fret of the A string or 5th string, that's the B note. Okay, and then that's the D, open D. And then 2nd fret of that 4th string, that's E. Okay? Okay, that's the first part. Oh, and okay, I do it the first time, it's like this. Then the second time I hit that B note twice on the 2nd fret of the A, or 5th string. There's once. Okay, right there. Okay, again. Okay, and then I do the same thing on the 1 string down. Then up. And then over here then, okay. And then just do it once, okay? And you can see that on the tab, and you just repeat it. So again. And then the song starts on at an A chord. So basically the chords for this one are, I'm sorry, an E chord. E, A major, and B flat. And we've had those chords before. I've showed you diagrams on some of the other videos I've done.
done, so you can refer to that. But again, the song basically has those chords: E major, A major, and B flat. Okay, I hope that was clear. And again, if they're not, post a comment and tell me what I can do different. But I appreciate you watching, and I'll have some more riffs for you on the next video. So take care of yourself.